Hi, everyone. Welcome to Calling Out with Susan Pinsky. We're back. I'm here with the Colby Rebel Psychic Medium Clairvoyant du jour today because she had a very spiritual weekend, and we were all comparing our bird notes over the weekend. She had the most beautiful hummingbird flying around. It was huge. It could barely flap fast enough to keep its big body up.
Yeah.
Maybe pregnant. I don't know. And she shared that. And then I had, Tony Sweet just texted me. How funny is that? I was just thinking about him. And then I had 50 pelicans in front of my house the next day. And I was like, what is this bird thing that we had? And then we had all these terns flying around. So if you go to my Instagram, you can see them. It was the wildest experience I've ever had. It was quite a wild day. Lots of birds, and it was just like an aviary. It was so beautiful.
Even on my way here, I kept seeing dragonflies come by the car.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow. So,
Yeah.
and we were having some technical difficulties. So somebody big's in the house. Somebody's big in the house here.
For a week, crazy electronics. I mean, there are things like even I cannot explain. I've been doing videos, and my voice will go, wow.
Is Colby's mic okay? Can everybody hear her? Because
I'm sure you all can hear me.
might want to turn up number 3 a little bit. Is that okay? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't hear it in my headphones, so maybe my headphones are just kind of low. That's 3. So
anyways, make sure they can leave a comment, right? Post in the comments.
Yeah, everybody who's on the restream or on in the comments, can you hear us okay? We want to make sure it comes through nice and clear on Colby's end. Okay.
They're like, oh God, we can hear Colby from New Jersey.
One of my ears is kind of plugged up today. I should probably just pull that one out and just be done with it. Okay, so I found that the spirit animal, the pelican, was it worked with my husband a little bit. So I'm hoping that the spirit animals, the pelicans, had come for him. I every time we go there, they all crowd around him. So I know it's kind of a weird thing. They're such amazing animals. So
yeah,
and they're very specific about where they go in for the fish and how they go in for the kill. So hopefully it means that he's being picky, and then he will strike when it's hot. So we're hoping it'll get hot again. Everybody, I hope everybody's doing great in their COVID environments and staying home and staying well and wearing a mask and making sure that you don't be afraid of it, but honor it, and make sure that you just stay safe and protect others and yourself. And we can get through this if everybody just wears a damn mask. Okay. And then, if you don't and you get sick and you live through it, I'm more power to you. I just, I'm wishing that I could go through that route but apparently you don't know if you can get it twice. So until we have a vaccine. Yeah. And so anyways, I'm looking at the restream. If anybody wants to ask questions there, they can. We'll be keeping track of your, Adventure Kids found a pelican vertebrate this week. That's cool. That's really cool. What a coincidence. Cool. Anyways, we're taking your calls, and we only have 15 lines open. If you've called before or you recently and you got a call, you might want to step aside and let somebody else. Yeah,
don't be greedy. Be a lover. Right now we need more loving in the world. So if you got through recently, go ahead and share that space, and they can call 636-334-3999. 636-334-3999.
Okay, so let's do this one. We're going to talk to Dylan.
Dylan, I like the name Dylan.
Hi, Dylan.
Thank you.
Hi, Dylan.
My question. Hi, how are you?
Good, honey. How are you?
Good, thank you. My friend passed away recently, and I just had a question. I was wondering if it was an accident or maybe if he meant to.
Well, it was interesting because even Dylan, when you first started talking, I felt a male. So I think you just said he. So this is a male in spirit, right? Yeah. I could feel him. Yeah, I'm gonna get to the answer to that, but there's a couple other things. First of all, he needs to show off first. So
Oh yeah.
if he says, "Give me a few minutes," because now I have the limelight in front of me. So I know he. How well do you know Dylan? Like, this is gonna sound so weird. He doesn't, oh my God, this is weird. He doesn't happen to have a piercing, does he, that you would be aware of? Or do you happen to have an intimate?
He probably does.
Does he have a nipple piercing?
Oh my God, maybe. He's crazy.
Okay.
I mean,
okay.
I don't remember his nipples.
Okay.
You don't remember his nipples?
He's saying, how can she not remember my nipples? So, see, like, this is the kind of guy he is, right? And he gives me, I think he's got nice teeth. Would you understand him having a nice smile or nice teeth as well?
He does have a good smile.
Okay, got it. And he gives me, and he's got not Elvis eyes, but he must have dreamy eyes, or eyes that mysterious. Maybe mysterious is the right word. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I think you have to look at it as not being romantically involved with him. Like, if a girl were romantically involved, would they understand his eyes?
Oh,
I think
probably.
You're being like the sister. You're not being the best wing woman, right? Like, so you got to put yourself in the, ooh, this guy, that sort of feeling, yeah? Okay.
What is it about his eyes?
They're kind of like, you know how Elvis has got, so either this guy has blue eyes or the eyes are kind of sexy. He has blue eyes.
He does have blue eyes.
Okay, got it. Yeah. Because I felt like there's something, like he's got a smile behind the eyes. Yeah, but there's like a smile behind the eyes. Do you know what I'm saying? And he gives me, do you know a name a Kyle or a Kevin, maybe not just for him, but anyone in your group? Do you understand that name? Kylie, Kevin, a sound is what I first heard. So,
well, his name was Michael.
Okay, so we got Michael. Okay, there's a sense
Could
where.
that be?
Well, no, I'm laughing as a personal joke, so I could see why he. So can I give you a personal joke? I say never trust Brian's or Michael's. That's my own personal experience. So I think he was trying to.
That's funny because
what?
Sorry, his good friend's name is Brian.
Oh, that's funny.
And they're so crazy together.
Yeah. That's actually you see there's a logic to my belief system. So a lot of times Brian's and Michael's don't always give me their name, which is actually funny. They try to kind of dupe me over. Listen, here's the thing. I got to tell you, this is 100% not on purpose. So, I mean, I heard that immediately, but he wanted to kind of have a little bit of a lead up. He didn't want to just kind of, God, he's so crude too. He didn't want to give it all out of the gate, so to speak. That's a very PC way me saying it. But he gives me this feeling where, no, this wasn't at all. I think this guy, there's substances though, so you understand I'm taking substances, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, because he makes me feel like, but this is more about fun. This is more about partying. Obviously, like all of us, we're dealing with ups and downs and things like that. But he doesn't feel that this was intentional. I really don't. I just don't. I think this was more of him seeking some relief, some emotional relief is what I was getting. Like, kind of just, you know how it is. You Dylan, you know this. Like, I don't know if he's calling you out on a memory, but it's like, sometimes when you got to blow off steam and you might have too much to drink and you're like, oh my God, I'm so hungover. Like, oh my God. It's really more of him trying to blow off steam is what I was getting. Do you understand that around him?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. And just the heavy breathing in the background is not me and it's not Michael. That is the dog in the house, just so you know.
I couldn't hear it.
Yeah, you can hear it, right? It's a little like, whew.
No, I couldn't hear it.
Okay, for any listeners at home. But he, one of the things he tells me, I think this guy liked to have fun. I think this guy was pretty adventurous, like I do. I just feel like he was pretty, in some ways, careless or careless to the world, and I just feel like.
Does that resonate?
Yeah, it definitely does. Yeah.
He really likes summer. See, this is the thing too. This guy loves summertime, and like either, I don't know if he would not jump off a bridge, but like either you guys would do things off of a lake or do things off of a bridge. Like he really makes me feel like he loves summer. So does that make sense? Do you understand him loving summer?
Yeah, like going to the river, jumping off the slab.
Yeah,
does
you understand that?
Stuff like that.
There's no. He says that in itself tells you I would never take my life this time of year. So,
okay.
it's like kind of to me, he's kind of saying, "Hey, this is obvious, but I want you to hold on to that. Stop." Oh, and okay, one thing is happening. I think either on his Facebook or Facebook people are trying to create rumors. This he doesn't like. So. He doesn't like the rumors, okay? So know that the rumors that you're seeing or hearing are not true. Okay?
Rex, what are you doing?
And he lets you know that he
Rex,
loves
come here.
you, okay? He lets you know that, he's a good guy. He's in a good place, but this to me was too much partying. That's honestly what I keep getting over and over. Too much. All right, too much. That was too much.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
And then real quick, do you know him having a sister? Would that be right? Or a sibling?
He has siblings. He has brothers.
Okay, because he makes me.
Sister?
Is there? Do you have a sister?
I do.
Okay, because or maybe there's a pair of you he would hang out with, like two girls he would hang out with, right? But he gives me. You understand that? And he gives me.
Well, I do have. Yeah.
Okay, because he apologizes, like he doesn't want to disappoint anyone, and he apologizes for how it looks. But I think this guy is just having fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's still having fun in the
thank you.
afterlife too, right?
He's definitely having fun. He's having way too much fun. Like,
I believe that.
He loves a good mirror, just so you know. He loves a mirror.
But he takes pictures in front of the mirror and stuff.
Did he? Yeah, that's what he was showing me. See, my fingertips are cold.
Yeah, they're freezing.
My fingertips
Mormon
get
right
cold when they're connecting to spirit world, and I went to touch her, and I was like, "Oh, see, they're cold." That's what he showed me when I said he loves mirrors. It was him doing like this kind of selfie shot in it. Just so you know, that was what he was doing.
Okay.
All right, lots of love to you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Bye, honey.
Okay. That was good. Right out of the block.
There we go.
She's on to
There we go.
the party guy. Okay, now we have Leanne.
Leanne, let's do Leanne.
Hi, Leanne.
Hi.
Hi there, sweetheart. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. What can we do for you tonight?
Well, my husband and I just bought a new house recently. We are planning on renovating it, and I think I have a ghost.
I know you have a ghost because I already said hello. So.
Oh, the ghost already said hello?
Yeah.
I'm not even at that house.
No, they're already there. Is there a storage space or an attic or an extra space in that house too?
There's a basement.
Okay, basement. That's fine for me. Okay, yeah, got it.
Yeah, that's where storage is, the basement.
They're not even.
Yeah, there's a basement, which is odd in California.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe that's why I kind of lent to say attic, but well, they're not going away. So I got to kind of figure out what we can do. That's actually really fun. I mean, there's totally a ghost in there, without a doubt. They're not going away, but they said they would be good and stay in the basement. That's so I have to figure out like what we can do about this. Okay. This is not your loved one. This is someone attached to the house.
Yeah, I thought there was a ghost.
This is an owner. This is a past
person I saw the
owner. This makes me feel like this is a past owner to the house. So do you know if there was an older gentleman? It's a male spirit. I don't know what you've picked up on it, but it's a male. I get clearly a male. And I feel like he used to reside in this house. I don't feel like he passed in it, but I feel like he comes back to visit. Do you know if the house was owned by an older couple at some point?
We bought it from the wife of the older couple. The gentleman had passed.
See,
And
I
he
told
actually
you.
Passed in the house.
I told you.
He passed in the house, though.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fine. Well, maybe he didn't want to scare her. So here's the thing. He's got his man room, right? So he's willing to negotiate, and he'll spend time in the basement. But I think he's thinking this is his house. I mean, he doesn't mean any harm, and it's not that he's not. He just he loves that house. Do you have a problem with him being there?
Well, it is a great house.
Okay. Do you have he's going to do good. Like, he's going to be a good security guy there. Or do you want him out? I mean, I can help you kind of see if you can get him out, but I don't know why. I mean, he's great. He's not going to hurt anybody.
Well, I have two daughters. One is, they're both teenagers. Mm-hmm. And one of them is, believes there's a ghost in the house and is really scared.
Okay.
So I just don't want her to be scared. And I just wanted to make sure he wasn't, anything super scary. He doesn't scare me.
No.
But he really scares my daughter.
Yeah. But here's the thing. So, yeah. I know, but your daughter's just sensitive to energy anyway. So whether you get rid of him or not, the next time she has sensitive energy, she's gonna be afraid. So I believe your daughter. Okay, so your daughter is sensitive, right? And so what happens is when you can feel energy, it makes our heart race. Like we get a little anxious. It's an anxious feeling, and so sometimes we can kind of perceive that as being a negative feeling, like fear. Okay, and so to me, she's just processing the emotions of feeling the spirit. But whether it's this guy or somebody else, I mean, unless she shuts it down 100%, I think she'll always kind of have those feelings, right? So that's something that she can work on to go, okay, look, just because I feel this way, this is my physiological response to the energy of, quote unquote, a ghost, if you want to say. And so, but to me, he feels like he's there. He doesn't feel like he's harming. I do think he's going to shut doors randomly. I asked him not to do that. I thought that would be a bit much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I just don't want him to. We are remodeling this house, and I feel like we've had a lot of clumsy delays and mistakes, and not by just one vendor or one contractor, kind of everywhere, from UPS to the city of LA, and I feel like he is.
Yeah. Well, he's like, what are you doing in my house? He's like, what are you doing in my house? So here's what I want you to do. I just want you to, I'm not going to tell you to go through and do this saging thing as some people might tell you to do, because that to me is just, it's silly. There's no need to do that. Just go in there and you have a nice chat with them. All right. And literally you talk to them the same as you called in and you're talking to me and Susan tonight.
Right.
You just say, hey, listen, I got to tell you how much I love your house and I'm so grateful. And I want you to know we are going to take care of it. Your wife is now out of the house, and we're going to ask if you don't mind leaving just so that we can have the house to ourselves. But just know that we're okay. I promise you we're going to take care of everything. We're going to keep it upkeep and see if that doesn't help. I believe that will help. He's not trying to be rude. It's just that, he really loved this house. I think he did a lot to it himself. So he's got a lot of personal pride behind this house. And I don't think he was expecting himself to pass. So I just think for him, he's like, no, this is my place. I got this. I got you, girl. I'm going to help. I'm going to help. That's all.
So,
well, I appreciate his help, but I think I'd rather do it myself. So I'll definitely go in and have that conversation with him.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And again, just kind of doing it I mean,